All right, let's try this again. I'm not quite sure what happened, but we are live for the SFA Citrus Bowl Season 12. Now I'm not dropping any frames. Now we're all green, so I guess there must have just been an error or something. But we are here for the Citrus Bowl. Let me know if you can hear me before we get started. Jay Jettis is here. Let me know if you can hear me. We should be good now. Yeah, no drop frame, so I'm not sure what that last one was. But we should be vibing. We're here. We back. Citrus Bowl time. Arizona State and Georgia Southern, some really good players on these teams that will no longer be here next year. Number 11 versus number 15. If you don't know, this is the most prestigious non-playoff bowl, and we actually only have 8 games left in the season 12 of the SFA. If you don't know what the SFA is, it's an online dynasty ran entirely through Discord. So you don't need the game or anything like that. You can recruit, you can set your schemes, your playbooks, your depth charts, and you can also hire coordinators and participate in all sorts of server games like bowl media, fantasy football. We even have a fully functional sports book to bet on things as well. The only bets opening right now are the CFP MVP votes. If that interests you, feel free to join. Links are in any of our descriptions. And finally, if you do watch live, you might run into an ad or two. Feel free to drop a Twitch Prime. Any and all revenue made from our Twitch channel goes to funding a national championship trophy for one of our coaches. This year will either be probably Coach Chewy or Pinstripe or myself. So those are the only 3 left. So we'll see if it happens this year or not. They'll also win some merch as well. But we're here in Orlando for the Citrus Bowl. Last year's game came down to the final play. Virginia lost by 3 to Illinois. So we'll see what happens here. So let's get right on into it. We're going to go through the rosters as always. Starting out with Georgia Southern, number 15 in the country. They stumbled a couple of times because they had some injuries. They had a big win over Michigan State. And here they find themselves in the Citrus Bowl after knocking off Arkansas State in the Sun Belt Championship. So, led by quarterback Josh Johnson, he is back for this game. They also get back Trey Inners, the guy who ran all over Michigan State. So we'll see what he can do. And then wide receivers, J.J. Young, we've seen him before. Alexander Love, not the most inspiring wide receiver core, but they are pretty quick. So we'll see if they can get open. Dan McBride, and then on offense, Vincent Roberts, Matt Branch, Adam Manning, the transfer portal steal from Toledo, I think it was, McFarland, and White. So not the greatest line, but serviceable for a G5. And then on the defensive end, Kyle Brookins, SFA player. Watch out for him. They're going to need him to come up clutch in this run game. Robbie Tyson as well, playing his last game. And Albert Ashcherry is going to play as well. So I believe that Georgia Southern is fully healthy. I think Ashcherry might be the only one. No, he's not injured either. So everybody is healthy for Georgia Southern. At linebacker, SFA player Tyson Coffey, freshman All-American, I believe. And Alan Holmes as well. And then out wide, Pablo Smalls, SFA player. You've got Richard Bradley, Jason Davis, Doty as well. Also not the highest overalls here. And then the freshman All-American, Malcolm Cope. That's right, he's the All-American. Transfer from Tennessee, so we'll see what he can do. And then Co Simpson, SFA player at strong safety. So the safeties are going to need to help these low overall corners a lot over the top. And then you got Tyrone Reese, SFA player, or not SFA player, just a kicker. Decent power, decent accuracy, so we'll see what he can do. And then moving on to Arizona State, who was like a top 5 team all year long. They lost some tough ones at the end of the year and got locked out of the Pac-12 championship, locking them out of their chance at the playoff. But we got Cody Green, SFA player. He transferred away from Iowa after losing the job to Jason Richardson, and he transferred to Arizona State for 1 year and 1 year only, and he's had one heck of a year. Aaron Ford as well, transferred from Georgia here for 1 year. And then we also might see Ricky So. He was their starter last year. We'll also see Mike Seymour. He can play wide receiver for them, or quarterback for them as well. But the rookie, Rafa Hooker, SFA player, 5-star freshman. And so they have some pretty good receivers here. Deep threat for Rafa Hooker, so those yams. And then they have the 7-foot-tall Taco Fall at starter, so we'll see him play today as well. On the offensive line, pretty weak for the Power 5, but Daryl Stiegel, SFA player, they also run like a hybrid option offense, so they don't really need really high overall offensive linemen in that system. A.J. Hefner on the defensive end with Vincent Moore on the other side. And then in the middle, you got David Ferwernda and Donnie Thurman, SFA player. And middle linebacker Curtis Lofton, SFA player. And Chauncey Benjamin. Out wide, Armani Sanders is their SFA player. And then once again, it kind of falls off. But they still have a lot of speed here as well. And then in the back, you got Casey Fitzpatrick and Anthony Miller, who actually was a tampered safety way back in the day, first season of tampering. And he got redshirted and slowly developed, and now he's their starter. And then one of the best kickers of all time in the SFA, Roberto Aguayo. I can't check his stats. It will crash the game. But he is one of the best kickers in the country, really known for his accuracy. So we'll see what he can do. And, yeah, so that's where we're at. If Arizona State or Georgia Southern are here, Rick or Coco, you can choose your jerseys. If not, I'm going to just choose them. Probably go with something pretty basic, considering that the winner of this gets an Instagram post tonight. But I'm going to set up the predictions, so get your Bobanos out and ready if you have it. Wait, no, I do not have my stream opened. So let's see if I can... I just don't want this to crash the stream because I closed it. All right, the stream seems okay. So let me go to the stream manager. All right, so let's get these predictions going. So who wins? Is it JSOW or is it ASU? So you have 2 minutes here to get your predictions in. No spreads or anything like that. That's all for BearCave. This is just strictly for who you think is going to win. So pretty normal. I don't see either coach here, so they're not going to get to choose their jerseys. But yeah, quite an interesting matchup here. Way closer in the overall than you would think. So we will see what happens. All right, let me get my screenshot here. Doesn't look like anybody wants to use their Bobanos on this game. Pretty understandable. This is kind of a tough game to predict because Georgia Southern on game day, you're like, they kind of destroyed Michigan State, but you don't know what team's going to show up. And then we haven't seen much, if anything, of Arizona State all year long. So very interesting matchup. This is something I'd probably not avoid betting on myself, but we got Georgia Southern, Arizona State, Rick, and Coco. And remember, folks, if you won a bowl game today, you do get an off-season strategy. So winner of this game gets an off-season strategy as well. Pick one of these, DM me, let me know your choice. If you have questions, DM me. I will be DMing all the winners of the bowl games today as well to get their choice. These are great little boosts that will help you, especially recruiting or even the transfer portal this year. That additional scholarship is vital for some teams who still have big budgets. So if you want it, there you go. But we are about ready to jump into the Citrus Bowl Season 12. The last two have come down to the last play of the game. Season 10 was ECU and Tennessee. Came down to a goal line play for the win. Tennessee won. Last season came down to a final play where Illinois jarred the ball free on a 4th down on a pass. So let's see what happens. Here we go. Georgia Southern and Arizona State. As always, full VOD, and for the Citrus Bowl, a full highlight video will be available tomorrow. And we have rain here in Orlando, so this might be a big-time impact on this game. Both teams are fully healthy. You got Rick and you got Coco. But we've got rain. This is going to be a long game. Number 11 versus number 15. Number 15 might be the actually lowest seed we've ever had in the Citrus Bowl in the modern era. Not a lot of users in the upper echelon of the top 25 this season. We have 5 users in the top 15, which is pretty crazy. That's just how the cookie kind of crumbles, especially with conference championships. So here we go. Georgia Southern, Malcolm Cope. Who will survive? Traditional kind of jerseys for both teams. Arizona State is the favorite. Let me check to see what kind of a spread this was, because this is a BearCave choice as well. So you have Georgia Southern and Arizona State, and Arizona State comes in as a 7-point favorite here. We are in Orlando, so we got some rain here. So here we go, kick. So Arizona State is going to get the ball first. We're going to see Cody Green in his last career game along with Aaron Ford. Boom, and we are off in the Season 12 Citrus Bowl between Arizona State and Georgia Southern, running right up the middle. And here we go. Cody Green is going to be coming out, take his first snaps. This is a team that got completely choked out of their, or blocked out of their conference championship. Aaron Ford obviously has the dreads. Cody Green at quarterback. We're going to start out with a pitch over to him, and he goes down, -4 yards. Georgia Southern, pretty, they run into that option a lot, playing Southern Miss and having a history of running it at that program. So Coe Simpson with the first play. Number 1, Robbie Tyson in the middle. Kyle Brookins at the bottom there. Middle of the screen is Tyson Coffey as well. Cody Green going back to pass, and that is going to be tipped and incomplete. Tyson Coffey on the play. The middle linebacker, so 2 plays in, the middle linebackers making plays, and then number 14 is Malcolm Cope, the freshman All-American transfer from Tennessee. So a 3-and-out incoming potentially for Arizona State. Cody Green all the time now, and he's sacked. There's Robbie Tyson, the redshirt senior for Georgia Southern, longtime player, finally getting that starting job, and he just works, and there's a coverage sack. Cody Green goes down, 3-and-out, going backwards here for Arizona State to start the day. Remember, folks, these games are always so long. 4th and 17. And a kickoff return. Yep, so this is the game of the day, so we always watch the full thing in its entirety. If you're here earlier, we did full bowl season sims for all of our user coaches in our league. But this is always the cream of the crop, the most prestigious bowl game that isn't the CFP. So as you got Josh Johnson yamming it deep on the first play of the game, and it's complete, and that's going to be a touchdown. 1 play, 1 score. J.J. Young just toasted that cornerback. What a play to start. Welcome in, Moose. So 1 play, 1 touchdown here for Georgia Southern. So not a great start here for Coach Rick. A 3-and-out and then giving up a 1-play touchdown. Armani Sanders getting cooked potentially. So tough start here. Number 15, Georgia Southern takes the lead. Aaron Ford returning it now. He stiffies one man. He's still running. Gets about to 27. All right, so a dream start here for the the Georgia Southern Eagles. All right, here we go. Trips left. They're going to start out in shotgun. Cody Green. Mean slant over the middle, and that is caught by Alan McClain, the slot receiver. First big-time gain here for Arizona State. Cody Green loves to throw the ball a lot. Seen this offense go crazy throughout the years. We thought Arizona State was going to be bad this year when Jared Lorenzen unexpectedly declared. But then Coach Rick went to work in the transfer portal and got 2 studs, and they right back to competing at the highest level. Another sack incoming, though. Oh, boy, Kyle Brookins now teeing off. The SFA players on this defensive line going crazy on these tackles and guards. Tough start. 2 sacks on the first 5 plays for Arizona State. And look there, the 7-footer checks in. Taco Fall at the tight end position. Watch out for him. They got multiple tight ends on the field as we give it to Aaron Ford up the gut, and he goes down. So another 3rd and long incoming. Arizona State, you're not going to score by going backwards. So 0 for 1, obviously. Another 3rd and long incoming. What is the call for Cody Green and Coach Rick? Only 3-man rush. Green, he dumps that off, and it's crowded. Travis Dixon catches it, but well short of the marker. So Georgia Southern going to get the ball right back. And, all right, returning it. Oh, he gets some room. He's still on his feet. Justin Parker gets about to the 25. All right, they're coming out now. They had 1 play earlier, and it was a touchdown. What are they going to call now? They do a fullback dive or handoff to Lee Boone. 2nd and 7 now. They're hurrying it up back in this full house formation. 2nd and 7. They hand it off just the other way, and this time it's blown up by the defensive end. You're not going to get him twice. Vincent Moore on the tackle. 3rd and 9. So they have yet to give Trey Inners a touch here at running back. 3rd and 9. Josh Johnson in the backfield. Only a 3-man rush, and that quickly falls. Trey Inners catches it, and he is tripped up before he can get to the yard marker. Another great play there by the defensive end, and Arizona State now is going to get the ball right back. So Arizona State was able to hunker down there, force a turnover or force a punt. Arizona State on the return. Rafa Hooker, the freshman 5-star wide receiver. The hometown kid actually from Arizona. All right, can Arizona State fix the offensive protection? Protect Cody Green a little better. They're going to run a read option here, and Cody Green gets about 7. Cody Green really not known for his speed, but he does have the ability to run when he needs to. Malcolm Cope, the freshman All-American, on the tackle. Cody Green, a quick mid-screen, and it works. He gets it to Mike Seymour. If you remember last year, Arizona State had a really tough time with 3 quarterbacks getting injured, so Mike Seymour started a few games and actually got them a couple of wins. Taco Fall back in. Hand it off again. No, Cody Green keeps it. He finds some room outside. He gets some blocking. Cody Green, and he's stripped up after 14. Cody Green making it look easy out there, just following his blockers. No block shedding to speak of. So Arizona State starting to roll, getting that momentum going. Cody Green here. It's a blitz, and he gets sacked for a 3rd time in this quarter alone. Alex Doty this time, the dime corner, splits the guard and the tackle and brings him down immediately. So 2nd and 17 incoming here for Arizona State, and this has blown 2 drives up already. So shotgun formation now, and they hand it off to Aaron Ford. Up the gut. Oh my God, he got speared there in the middle. 3rd and 13 incoming. Third and 13 now. 3rd and 13. Cody Green. Cover. Oh, that's picked off! Cody Green had the time. He had the pocket finally. But he just never saw the corner dropping back. And that's Doty again. Arizona State, I'm not sure what's happening. They're just a bad start. This is kind of feeling like the Michigan State game where Georgia Southern just played like the better team the whole time. Wait, there's a fumble. Trey Inners put it on the ground. Arizona State immediately picks it back up. What a hit by Chauncey Benjamin. Inners gets the rock and immediately puts it on the turf. Oh my, so Arizona State gets so lucky there, and now we're back cooking inside the red zone. Inners comes back from injury, and he immediately puts the ball on the ground, and Aaron Ford, one of the fastest players in the country, tripped up by Kyle Brookins from behind. 2nd and 11 now. And dump that off. And hang on. So Rafa Hooker with his first catch. So the rain immediately coming into play with the fumble. Trey Inners just couldn't hang on. He needs to get some dry new gloves or something. 3rd and 3 incoming. Inside the 15, Cody Green. He once again has some time. It's dropping. It's caught. No, it's dropped. He was looking for the freshman Rafa Hooker, and he can't hang on. The field goal team is going to have to come out. Roberto Aguayo, the senior SFA kicker, one of the best in SFA history, coming out a 30-yard chip shot to put him back within 4. So Arizona State gets on the board. Still down, but it's at least something getting it out of the turnover. Now Georgia Southern's going to get the ball back here. And, all right, they get out to about the 22. Stacking the box. They knew this was coming. Arizona State read them like a book. Was Rick filming these practices or what? It was a complete spread formation, and they were stacking the box. They're doing it again. Now we're in some wildcat formation. Trey Inners at quarterback. Oh, here we go. So if you guys don't know, when you hurry up on wildcat, it glitches the game, but it will be fixed the next time that they call a real play or they huddle up. So here you go. It should be fixed now. It is. 3rd and 7 now. Josh Johnson. And there it is, a first down. Welcome in, Rick. The story so far has been the ASU offensive line not really being able to stop these rushers. There's already been 3 sacks, and then Georgia Southern had a long touchdown on their first play of the game. But since then, it's been pretty even. Turnover back and forth. But now, Georgia Southern starting to mount a drive here. Trey Inners has 2 carries. The first one was a fumble, so. Orlando, normally a beautiful landscape, is rainy today. Guess they know that the hurricane is coming. 1st and 10 now. Josh Johnson's cooking. He's 5 for 5. They're inside the 45 now. They hand it off to Inners. He finds some room. He breaks a tackle, falls forward for 9. They can get Trey Inners running like he did against Michigan State. They're going to have a lot of success. 2nd and 1. Fakes the handoff. Josh Johnson. He's going to take off after the play action. Nobody's there. bad angle from Curtis Lofton, and he slides around the 20. A couple bad plays on the defensive end, some lack of awareness from the corner on that first play, and now Curtis Lofton missing the tackle. Arizona State needs to shore up these errors. Georgia Southern now is cooking. Josh Johnson, he can't escape. There's another sack. So sacks galore on both sides, and there it is. SFA player Donnie Thurman coming through. The undersized defensive tackle with the swing move, getting to the quarterback. All right, 2nd and 15 now. First quarter coming to an end. They're going to hand it off here. Enters. Can he get outside? He does. He gets a block. And he goes down just short of the first down marker. They're going to hurry it up. They like the formation. They're going to try to get one more play off here before the quarter. They come out empty. Josh Johnson, he does get the snap off. He throws it out wide to Trey Enters. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. No flags on the field. What a call to end the first quarter. Normally on those screens, they wait too long and then they call offensive pass interference. I thought it was potentially in that range, but wide open man, they give him the touchdown, and Arizona State right now down 2 scores after 1. All right, Rafa Hooker, a 30-yard return. The freshman could not hang on to the contested catch, so they had to settle for a field goal. We really need this team to figure out the pass protection. Clean pocket this time. No, he's sacked again. They knocked him down through the running back. Cody Green just couldn't get there. 5th sack already, I believe. It's either the 4th or the 5th sack already. Probably the 4th, actually. They've had 4 drives. It's been 1 a drive. So they've been playing behind the sticks all day long. Here goes Cody. They bring the spy and brought down Tyson Coffey. All right, 3rd and 16. Once again, Arizona State 0 for 4 on 3rd down. They've been in 3rd and long all day. Man in motion. They are going to throw it again. Only a 3-man rush. Plenty of time for Cody. He throws it out. He gets his man, but it's going to be short. Rafa Hooker didn't know where the sticks were. I guess low visibility or what, but it's another punt, a 3 and out. Seems Georgia Southern has all the momentum currently in this game. Arizona State's going to have to do something big. Maybe force another turnover. Safety coming down. They hand it off. Delayed handoff. A broken tackle from Inners. And he gets about 7. And they bring a big blitz. And he still fires it. There's J.J. Young again. A big-time throw from J.J. 69. Gets a first down. They're now across the 50. He's still perfect on the day. Arizona State getting aggressive. They're calling the blitz again. They blow up the backfield. Somehow Trey Enders falls forward for positive yardage. This is a freshman, remind you. 2nd and 8 now. Safety coming down. They're bringing a safety blitz again, and this time they get to Josh Johnson. Arizona State trying to beat them at their own game. There's Anthony Miller getting the sack, the senior redshirt transfer, the original tamperer pickup for Coach Rick. Coach Rick, one of our mods, he helps me out with making the schedules and that kind of stuff, kind of behind the scenes. The freak in the sheets, Excel master here as we get a screen pass on third down. Can they bring him down? No! Trey Inners somehow gets that first down. So making up for the fumble he had earlier with a touchdown and another conversion as this drive continues on. Likely would have been a punt. Safety once again coming down into the box. Josh Johnson just dumping that one off to the tight end there, Dan McBride. Welcome back in, M-Dot. 2nd and 2 here. Quick option this time, and JJ gets the ball, and he has all the room. Can he get in? No, they called Josh Johnson short at the goal line. They're hurrying it up here. They want to punch it in to go up 21-3 here early. Josh Johnson, they hand it off to Inners, and he gets the score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. It has been all Georgia Southern here early. Another team that without injury could have potentially found their way into the playoff. It's been the year of the backup quarterback injuries, or of the starting quarterback injuries. 10-3 probably doesn't correctly show this team's strength as, oh boy, Rafa Hooker on his horse. Can he keep going? He's still across the 50. Rafa Hooker making up for some mistakes early on with a massive kick return. Can that give Arizona State the push they need to get back in rhythm? They hand it off. Aaron Ford, he pushes off one man, but these gang tackles are getting there immediately. Coe Simpson, they've held Aaron Ford to almost nothing on the ground. 2nd and 9 now. Split back. 2nd and 9. They're delayed handoff, Aaron Ford. This time he has some room, and there's that speed. He absolutely exploded through that hole, and there's an easy first down. If you let Aaron Ford get to those high gears, him, Rafa Hooker, there are some speedy folks on this offense. Ford going out wide. They're bringing a blitz. Cody Green, he dumps that one off, and Aaron Ford was way out of bounds. Nothing special yet from Cody Green. Transfer from Iowa who ended up winning the Big Ten this year. They did lose their bowl game. Almost was a revenge game against them. Let's get another run here. 3rd and 9 now. Oh for 5, the big story here for Arizona State. 3rd and 9. Cody Green, they're going to fake the run over the middle, and they're calling it 4th and inches. I got to tell you, this feels like they should go for it, and yes, they are. 4th and inches on the 25. Roberto Aguayo stays on the sideline. They are in shotgun, surprisingly, and they're going to throw it. And wide open, man, they convert there. Mike Seymour. He dropped the Hail Mary against Utah, which lost them the division, but he is back making plays big time there. Watch Rafa Hooker, bottom of your screen, speedy receiver. They're going to hand it off to Aaron Ford, though. He finds a little bit of room. He puts the ball on the ground. Georgia Southern recovers. Kyle Brookins on the run. Just the worst possible time for another turnover. And who else but Tyson Coffey, the freshman middle linebacker, making the play. Aaron Ford puts the ball on the turf, and they take over yet again, up 18. Been all Georgia Southern in this first half, 21-3. Rain coming down, fumbles for both sides, affecting both teams quite heavily here. Josh Johnson, though, still 10 for 10, still perfect. And throwing that deep, that's his first incompletion. He didn't like the coverage or didn't like the immediate rush in his face. He just got rid of it. 2nd and 10 now. Three-man front. Arizona State, they have to find a way to score. The offense just isn't clicking yet. They got to keep this close to get to that second half as Trey enters, finds some room, but he does not get the first down. If he would have cut inside, he would have still been running. Third and short now. Pistol. They are going to throw it here. Josh Johnson takes off. Is he going to get there? Spend on the spot, and they give him the first down. Just no calls going Arizona State's way. The drive continues. Some critical third down conversions. They hand it off to Trey Enders again, and he's brought down. Big time play by Anthony Miller. He's arguably been the best defender here today. They hurry it up. 2nd and 10. Quick option this time, and they go down. So going backwards now. Can Arizona State find a way to get off the field here? Vincent Moore with his 2nd tackle for loss. 3rd and 14. Georgia Southern, on the other hand, has been very good at converting these third downs. They come out empty. They rush 4. Floats that out, and that's picked off by who else but Anthony Miller. A clutch play. As I said when we originally introduced tampering or transfer portal type stuff, he was the first, one of the first in that first class. He was like a super low overall, and he's progressed, and he is making plays for Coach Rick. And, oh boy, the rushing game, this offense has just not looked like themselves today. Alan McLean, they tried to get smart there. No one can hold up on their blocks. Kind of the case of just kind of a weak Pac-12 this year, honestly. You know, they had 2 5-loss teams in the, or 4-loss, 5-loss team in the championship. Arizona State was the best one at 10-2, and they have put up a stinker here in the first half, but they still have plenty of time. 2 minutes, 30 seconds, 3 timeouts. They're on the 42 here, so 3rd and 8. And gets sacked again. I think that's number 5 on the half. And that puts him out of field goal range, puts him out of going for it range. Ryan Miller with his 2nd on the day, and they're going to have to punt it yet again. I think part of it is Cody Green's holding on to it way too long. Part of it is they are just beating them clean on every play. Arizona State's going to need to figure out a lot of things here before they go to halftime. They are winning the turnover battle. They probably have had more time of possession, and they are down 18. Actually, the turnover battle is even at this point, I believe. Because there's a fumble on both sides, and there's a pick on both sides. So, yeah, never mind. Now, they did improve here in the 2nd quarter against Josh Johnson, as you can see by that graphic. But plenty of time for Georgia Southern to extend this lead if they can put together another drive. Josh Johnson's had a great day so far, just minus that one mistake on the last drive, trying to force it on a 3rd down and long. And that's going to be a first down to the tight end. For David Love, that's actually the receiver. He's pretty big. He looks like a tight end. Offensive lineman getting up there as they hurry it up. And another first down. Ryan Alexander this time. Curtis Lofton in the middle. Josh Johnson, wide open man, dumping it off, and he goes out of bounds. That's Sean Patrick, his first touch of the day. Yeah, not a great day for the people who say the Power 5 just clears. Josh Johnson, he finds some wiggle room, and he's on the run now, breaking tackles. 15 yards, and now Georgia Southern once again finding some momentum. Can they extend this lead before the half? Gonna be a screen pass. Inners once again finding some room. This line holding up these blocks fairly well. Dump off. All right, Josh Johnson throwing it deep to the end zone, and he overthrows. Might have just been a throwaway, but he didn't even give him a chance there. Might have had something special. Second down. Still plenty of time on the clock. 2 timeouts. Minute 19. Second and 10. Josh Johnson taking off, and there it is. There's another sack. They finally get off the block there. David Ferwanda, the starting defensive tackle. The block shedding has not been good enough for Arizona State today. Got to get off those blocks. At least taking people down, you know what I mean? 3rd and 14 now. And rushed again. He finds his man, but it's going to be short. So Georgia Southern has a decision to make here. Are they going to bring out the field goal unit, or are they going to go for it? So they decide to bring him out from left hash. This is going to be about a 34.5 yards, 35-yard field goal. Pouring rain from left hash. We do not know the rain, but no timeout from Arizona State. So this could potentially be one of the last plays of the game. And the kick is up, and it's missed. They missed it wide right. Oh, boy. So keeps the game at 18. Really nothing much changes, but that's a ball buster for Georgia Southern, leaving 3 on the board. That should have been a gimme. All right, now you got Aaron Ford running it here. About 5 seconds left. No timeout is taken, so as we hit halftime here, 21-3, Arizona State is getting smoked. They're going to have to go to the locker room, figure out what the hell is happening. If you won your game today, it is bowl season. Not only did you win some hardware, you probably are throwing a party with some champagne right now, but you get an off-season strategy to help your recruiting for the future. So if you won a game today, please let me know if you want a player card. If you want to raise the overall of an existing player on your roster, this is not incoming freshmen. You can get a budget boost, or if you still have money for this season and you want an additional transfer portal scholarship, you can get that as well. That could be a full new player from the portal for you for season 13. So let me know who you want, or which of the 4 you want if you did win your bowl game today. Winner of this game gets an off-season strategy as well. So while it may not seem like much when you get them every single year, you really start to cook something special. Off-season strategies and winning your bowl games are always key to long-term success. And as those contracts become harder and harder, the longer you're at the school, you need all the help you can get to get to those win bonuses. All right, so as the second half starts, Georgia Southern's going to get the ball back. It is only an 18-point game. Lucky that they're not down more for Arizona State. I mean, quite an interesting game. I mean, it's just been surprising how good the pass rush has been from this Georgia Southern team. Tennessee is coached by Coach Nick, and Oregon does not have a coach. 1st and 10 here, enters, and he goes nowhere to start the quarter. Chauncey Benjamin again, he made the play in the first half to force the fumble that turned into the field goal. 2nd and 11, and that goes nowhere. That's that quick option. Arizona State all over it here in the second half. Looks like Coach Rick made some good adjustments. Halftime got these boys ready. Oregon is a team that will probably be locked to a new user, so you're going to have to start somewhere else and work your way up to them. They're one of the best teams in SFA history. As they deliver one, and oh my God, another ball buster. Arizona State cannot do anything on 3rd down today, it seems. They did everything they needed to do. 3rd and long, and then Josh Johnson delivers a strike. 1st and 10 now, and we're yamming it again, and that one's way out of bounds. Arizona State needs to force something. They gotta get off the field. You cannot go down by too much more. Plenty of time to get back in the game, but your defense has to start coming up. They're bringing a blitz. It's picked up. Another wide open man, but he is short. So 3rd and 1, a chance to get off the field here. Gonna have to probably force some negative yardage to avoid them going for it. 3rd and 1 now. Quick option. That's exactly what Arizona State needed. So a blunderous play call here for Georgia Southern. And that likely gets Arizona State off the field. No, they're going for it here. So getting aggressive for Georgia Southern. 4th and 4. An interesting call, but they are in no man's land. They are going to throw it. A 4-man rush. Over the middle. Wide open man. Broken tackle. Georgia Southern touchdown. Ryan Alexander, 39 yards on 4th and 4 to go up 25. Big time touchdown and big time plays for Georgia Southern today. This team seems like a game day team. They beat Michigan State. They're beating Arizona State, 2 of the best users in the country typically. Yeah, Arizona State did not get on the plane to Orlando. They saw the forecast and they stayed in the desert, it seems. These are some imposters. Rafa Hooker on the return. Still time. This is one of the more explosive offenses in the country. They have some of the fastest players in the country. Rafa Hooker, freshman, 95 speed. You got Aaron Ford, the running back, who's like 98 speed. So, still plenty of time. I know Cody Green has some magic left in him. They just need to be able to hold the pocket longer than half a second. They already have 5 sacks. All right, Arizona State playing far behind, but it's not about the score at this point. You just got to kind of do what I was doing against Nebraska. You just got to win every possession from here on out. So Mike Seymour. Nice, yeah. So if you get to the mark, it's really not that hard. You'll probably get there. Watching the CFP, if you participate in the predictions, you can just hop on stream with me. So, all right, here we go. 2nd and 7. Cody Green, he just throws it away. Once again, no time. And now he's starting to feel the awareness. He keeps getting hit. Now he's starting to get scared. Arizona State has more points and 3rd down conversions. 3rd and 7. Dumps that off, and you go out of bounds. What are you doing? Alan McLean with a boneheaded move, and the punt team comes out. Just every little thing going wrong for Coach Rick. And that's just kind of what happens every single year for him. I mean, they won this game in Season 9 against Notre Dame, but it just feels like every year Arizona State starts out really well. They're one of the top teams in the country, and then they somehow miss the Pac-12 championship. They somehow miss the playoff. Then they somehow fudge it all up. Not sure what's happening down there in Tempe. But 1st and 10 now. Josh Johnson rolls left. He's blitzed. The ball's on the ground. They pick it up, and immediately Arizona State is back in the red zone. So turnovers galore here today, breathing a little life here into Arizona State, who only has 102 yards. You have to score a touchdown here, Arizona State, if you want any chance. They hand it off to Aaron Ford up the gut. He runs over one guy, and Malcolm Cope cleans him up inside the 5. Arizona State hoping that fumble from Josh Johnson can ignite something in these Sun Devils. Yeah, no sun here in Orlando. The Sun Devils were put out bay, but was this the spark Quick option. He gets the pitch off. And oh my God, he smoked. That's Co Simpson. 99 hit power back there. Watch out for that. Oh for 8 on third down. 3rd and 3. They can still get a first down without scoring. Hands it off to touchdown, Aaron Ford. They gave him the rock. They are back within 18. So you finally score your first touchdown. You get the conversion. Is that what Arizona State needed to get back in this game? There's still plenty of time. 14 minutes of game time left. 18, that's 3 possessions. Plenty of time. You just got to have the defense play well and a little bit of luck. We've seen crazy comebacks before. It's not the craziest thing to ever happen. All right, Josh Johnson, how does he respond after the fumble? Trey enters in motion. He's going to keep it now. Strange call to give him the rock once again right after it. Josh Johnson now throws it, and what a dime! Hitting the fullback, Lee Boone, who somehow got past the corner. Man, there's so many quarterbacks to think of. I mean, the top 2 is Kiko, Strong, and Arch Manning, so... Past that, then, oh, here it is. There's the, remember, after they run Wildcat, if you hurry it up, it glitches like that, so you just got to watch out. So, if you're ever wanting to run a playbook with a lot of Wildcat, that's a problem. That's just part of the game. It always happens with ECU. And Josh Johnson carrying the rock, and he's smoked. 3rd and 5. All right, Arizona State now has another chance to get off the field. They bring a blitz and another conversion. David Love being a thorn in the side. I mean, Arizona State, they just can't get off the field at all on any of these 3rd downs. Quick option, that goes nowhere. I feel like if Arizona State wants any chance, they got to force more turnovers. They already have 3, but this rain has been crazy. We've had 3 total fumbles already. 2nd and 13. Under center now. Interesting. They hand it off to Enters up the gut. Another 3rd down incoming. So, another chance. Can Arizona State get off the field? Georgia Southern has some ungodly conversion rate today. And Trey Enters, can he get ahead of steam? No. The stiffy doesn't work. 4th and 9. Arizona State getting off the field again. And the punt team comes out. That's exactly what they needed now. Arizona State, is this the time? Was the fumble inside the 10 from Josh Johnson the catalyst? They're going to pin him deep, though. Oh, boy. The coffin corner works to perfection, and Arizona State's going to start inside their own 10. Oh, boy. Are we getting some excitement brewing here in the Citrus Bowl? For those of you who are new, the Citrus Bowl has come down to the final play each of the last 2 seasons. But Arizona State, they've got to score a lot, and they got to score it in a hurry. Aaron Ford takes a handoff. He gets smoked by Co Simpson. You do not want to take those shots. He has 99 hit power. It's kind of his calling card. His name's literally KO. 2nd and 5. We have just over 11 minutes left here in the Citrus Bowl. And then it's only CFP games remaining. Takes the handoff. Wide open man. They find some room. There's a first down. Alan McLean. All right, get on your horse, folks. Let's go, Arizona State. Let's make this competitive. Cody Green not having his best day. Watch out for Rafa Hooker, top of your screen, 95 speed. Dumps that over the middle, that's going nowhere. Alan McLean, clock keeps ticking. But Arizona State moving the ball. The big story on this offense has been their inability to block anything. 5 sacks. None in this third quarter quite yet, though. Cody Green has time. He's going to get the ball out. Hopefully, he's yamming that deep down the seam. He finds his man complete. The offensive line held up just long enough for Alan McLean to get down the field, and they just got it in there before the safety got over. He's not in our save. All right, 1st and 10. Fakes a handoff. Cody Green finds his man over the middle. That's Mike Seymour. He gets hit by Malcolm Cope. All right, we're inside the 15 now. Watch out for Taco Fall, the tight end, the 7-footer in the red zone. Cody Green hits the quick slant for 7. We're now inside the 10. Cody Green having his best drive of the game. Can they get this back within 11? They're bringing the safety into the box. They're going to throw it. They pick up the blitz. Dumps that off. Taco Fall. Touchdown, Arizona State. The 7-footer gets 7 to pull this team back within 2 scores. After being down 28-3, Arizona State forced a fumble and have scored 2 unanswered touchdowns in the last 3 minutes of game time. Was that fumble the catalyst they needed? This looks like the Arizona State of all season long now. They run over a man and he's hit hard. The game's heating up. The Citrus Bowl, arguably one of the best games of the year in and year out. One of the most prestigious games in the league. It always gets chippy at the end. Last time we had rain, remember, was that barn burner between Tennessee and ECU that came down to the final play. Trey Anders gets the handoff. He runs over a guy. 7 yards. Just over a quarter left in the game. Arizona State only down 11. Can they find a way to get another stop? Hands off to Inners. No, it's a play action. Josh Johnson on the run. Throws it on the run. Oh, my God. I thought that was a pick 6. Ooh, but he threw it over everybody's head. That was a chance of a lifetime for Arizona State. That would have been insane. 3rd and 3. Arizona State can get off the field. The momentum has completely flipped here, and they blow up the run play. Trey Inners goes down. What a play from David Ferwarnda. A 3-and-out, probably the first of the day. And Arizona State is going to get the ball back, and they're going to come for this punt. Will the punt happen in this quarter? Yes, it will. This is the last play. They don't get to it. They're going to get some good field position, though. And he goes down about the 45, Rafa Hooker. So as we enter the 4th quarter, folks, this has turned into a good game. A 2-score possession. Arizona State has the ball at the 50. 9 minutes left. Oh, boy. Who you got? All the momentum is with Arizona State now after being down 28-3. Cody Green on the run, and he goes down. Ryan Miller, have yourself a day. 4 TFLs and 2 sacks. Just feel like this game is going to somehow get close again. Arizona State, 8 minutes, 40 seconds left. Plenty of time now, down 2 scores, except to throw it away now. 3rd and 11 incoming. Arizona State, you cannot squander this chance. They're 1 for 9 on 3rd down today. Cody Green, the pocket closing. He gets it off. Wide open man. He breaks a tackle down the sideline. Massive play by Travis Dixon, and the cheerleader can't believe it. Once again, Cody Green waiting till the last second when Kyle Brookins is all over him. Another masterful play by the senior quarterback. Inside the 20, Arizona can pull within a score. 1st and 10 for Cody Green. They fake the handoff play action. He throws, oh my God, Jonathan Harris had it. A horrible throw from Cody Green. But they live to fight another down. 2nd and 10. Just over 8 minutes left. We're in the red zone. Cody Green, he has the pocket. He finds his man, and they give him no first down. They call him short. A 3rd and 1 incoming. 3rd and 1. You cannot settle for the field goal here. What is the call? They have 4 receivers out wide, 3 down linemen. Aaron Ford motions out wide. He throws it to him. 1st down. Aaron Ford gets the toe in. What a play call. And once again, watch out for Taco Fall, the 7-footer in the middle. They hand it off Aaron Ford, and he's smoked by Robbie Tyson. What a hit by the undersized defensive tackle. Almost murdered that man, not letting him in the end zone. 2nd and goal. Georgia Southern not going to go down without a fight. 2nd and goal. Aaron Ford up the gut. He pushes, and Malcolm Cope comes in to clean him up. Another 3rd down. Third and goal now. Bunched up defenders on the line. They're going to hand it off again. Cody Green keeps it, but he can't get in. 4th down. What is the call for now, Coach Rick? Do you go down 8 or do you risk it for the biscuit? They're going for it. They don't want the field goal. They leave Roberto Aguayo on the sideline. 4th and goal. This could swing this game. Cody Green, he has time. He floats it. And a diving, incomplete Malcolm Cope, the freshman All-American, laying it all on the line. Somehow makes up. It was wide open. Georgia Southern takes over. Cope completely saved the game right there. Holy cow, what a play. But obviously, there's still a long ways to go in this game. Still over 6 minutes, plenty of time, and Georgia Southern backed up in their own end zone. 2nd and 9. Josh Johnson dumps that one off, and once again, they give up a first. The defense for Arizona State has been so frustrating today. The biggest moments, they're just giving up first downs like no one's business. And now Trey Inners finds some room. Trey Inners down the sideline. He beats his first man, 1 man to beat, and he's pushed out after a 62-yard run. And we got a run on the outside. Inners again, and another 3rd down incoming. So at this point, if you're Arizona State, you got to stop them for another field goal. If you can keep this at a 2-score game, you still have a chance. So 3rd and 1. They're going to hand it off again. It's a power run to the outside. Inners gets there and a lot more. He breaks one. He's still going. This could be the drive that's the final nail in the coffin. Full house time for Georgia Southern. They hand it off to the fullback. And he's down at the 1. Second and goal, full house once again. So many options. Enters up the gut. And oh my, touchdown Georgia Southern. They put it back to 3 scores. And you go back to the play in the back of the end zone where Malcolm Cope somehow made up the ground and dove for the pass breakup. Arguably the play of the game. It's now still an 18-point game, 3 scores. Arizona State kind of down to their last chance. Rafa Hooker. Can he do something here? And he gets back to the 35. Well, what a game today. I mean, Georgia Southern, they got out to that early lead. Arizona State fought back. They could have gotten it within 2 scores, but they got stuffed at the goal line. And then, obviously, the defense just couldn't hang there for Arizona State. So, still time. I mean, we're going to have some crazy cooking for Cody Green here. Got to go back to those days at Iowa. Got Arizona State now, Cody Green. And once again, they're just getting to him immediately, but he dumps us off still on his feet. Kevin Rawls getting about 8. Arch Manning won the Heisman because Kiko Strong, the quarterback who won it last year, he got hurt. So it was kind of just a one-man race at this point. Yeah, Heisman's already out. Posted it last week. Mike Seymour now. And Chet Doge won SFA Player of the Year. Yep, Arch won it. Yeah, go to the awards and stats page and you'll see. Oh, no, you're good. The awards and stats. I posted it rather late at night because I was just trying to get content out after the power outage. But Arizona State's still driving here, but time is their biggest factor. Dumps that one off, another blitz, but Aaron Ford has room. The Power 5 today just has not been impressive. And a lot of these G5 versus Power 5 games, they've been really close or upsets. As we go to the end zone, that yam was going nowhere. Pablo Smallis drops a pick. Yeah, unfortunately, MDOT. 2nd and 10. We got a screen pass. Aaron Ford now runs over 1 and brought down by Tyson Coffey. All right, 3rd and 7 now. Throw to the end zone, open, man. ASU gets on the board. Travis Dixon gets a touchdown here. So now they're back into that 2-score range. Are they going to go for 2? Yes, they are. So 2-point try here. And then obviously not settling for that field goal on the last drive is looking very glaring at this point. As they're sacked anyways. The 6th or the 7th sack on the day for this team. Absolutely crazy pass rush. And the onside kick now, it's a 12-point game, still 2 scores. They need to get one of these. Oh, boy. Oh, they pick it up. It was bouncing around there for a while. All right, so Arizona State at this point, they got to get a stop, a turnover or something, and hold on to those timeouts. Or they've got to use the timeouts and score and then hopefully get the onside kick. Big time Dave here for Josh Johnson, minus probably 2 boneheaded plays with the fumble and but they're running clock now. So they got a couple first downs and this game is over for Arizona State. Inners has already fumbled today, so you just got to wrap up. 2nd and 2. Georgia Southern closing in on a Citrus Bowl win. Fakes the handoff. Josh Johnson has time. Can he get there? He does. Just hang on to the ball. There it is. Arizona State now just has to use their timeouts and hope they can get the ball back. Barring a miracle, Georgia Southern's going to win the game here. Trey Inners finds the outside. It's kind of been like that all day. Arizona State just barely missing on every play. 2nd and 4 now. Johnson keeps it again. He has another first down, and that could very well do it here for the Sun Devils. Couple more plays here. Handoff to Inners up the middle. And Josh Johnson goes down. So still a small chance to get the ball back here, but unlikely they'll have any substantial time to even attempt to get 2 possessions. So this game's likely over, especially if they hold on to it here. Actually, no, they may not even be able to give the ball back unless this is a incompletion. Oh, yeah. Some crazy matchups. Yeah, this one was unexpected, for sure. Josh Johnson, the delayed handoff here, and no fumble. Clock still running, so that is going to be the game. Georgia Southern's going to win the Citrus Bowl. They are coming out with the field goal unit, but they probably will not snap the ball. Would still be a 2-score possession if they do snap this. And as we hit triple zeros here in the Season 12 Citrus Bowl, Georgia Southern pulls out a shocker 35-23 over the Arizona State Sun Devils and Coach Rick. This is the first Citrus Bowl win of Coco's career, led by Josh Johnson. He had one heck of a day in a very wet game, turnover-heavy game. They found a way to get the upset. They controlled it from the very beginning. A shocking way to end the bowl season, and we'll see you in the CFP. Thanks for watching. All right, so video done. What is that? 113. So yeah, very, very weird bowl season for sure. Lots of upsets. If you're in the server, I'm going to post all the games here shortly, and then obviously VODs will be up tonight. And then the highlight video will be out tomorrow. Instagram posts will be coming out soon, too. And then we'll look forward to the CFP next week. (35-23). Arizona State came back and actually made this a decent game. All right, let's check out the game stats. So obviously that long play, Inners got tutty. Player stats. Cody Green in his final game. Not the way to want to end the season when they were ranked in the top 5. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Rushing the ball, Aaron Ford, touchdown. Yeah, Anthony Miller as well. Some big plays, lots of crazy turnovers today, but obviously that first half from the offense was so bad. They just couldn't do anything. Roberto Aguayo did his thing. They might have a chance if they would have taken that field goal, but they decided to go for the touchdown. Josh Johnson had a decent day as well. A couple blunders, but all in all, pretty good day. Trey Enders inflated with the rushing yards. He had that one long run at the end when it didn't really matter, but still a great day. Almost 100 yards without that run, and then the 2 touchdowns. You got Alexander, and then Enders obviously as well. J.J. Young with the only 2 catches, one being that crazy play on the first play. And then on defense, it was all about the sacks. So many sacks. Forced a couple key turnovers. You had 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it was only 5. I thought it was like 6. But yeah, that's going to be the game. Reese missed the only one he kicked, the senior. But he made his extra points. That's all that matters. And yeah, that's the game. Let's take a look at the players of the game. Welcome in, Nathan. You're coming in at the very, very end. But these are the players of the game here as we close out bowl season. And the only thing left in Season 12 is the college football playoff. 8 teams left. And we got crowned a national champion. Looking at probably early next week starting it. My aim is to start it Monday, but we will see. Not available this weekend. So yeah, but thank you guys for watching today. I'm gonna post the bowl games and post on Instagram, do all my end of days thing. Highlight video for this game will come out tomorrow, and VODs will be up tonight for both streams today. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you early on next week for the CFP.